Good morning. Welcome to the Long Live Alternative Parties podcast. Free Press Media Press Inc., an alternative parties books publisher, sponsors this podcast. I'm Andrew Bouchard.
Welcome to the Long Live Alternative Parties podcast. Friends, today we have another exciting guest on our podcast like we always do. His name is Larry, and he's running for office. He's going to tell us about what office and how it's going. So welcome to the podcast, Larry Silver.
Thank you. Glad to be here.
Larry, let's get started by you giving us an introduction to yourself, a brief biographical sketch.
All right. My name is Larry Silver. I am, like you said, running for our office. I'm running for Greenfield, Indiana mayor. I was born and raised in Greenfield. I have a beautiful wife and two sons, ages 10 and 15. They keep me on my toes every day. I'm 40 years old, and like I said, I've been in Greenfield my whole life, and I'm looking forward to being elected mayor so that I can fix the wrongs and get my kids on track.
Excellent. So kindly tell our audience what party you represent.
I'm currently representing the Libertarian Party of Indiana through its affiliate of Hancock County. The Libertarian Party, we have ballot access. We've maintained ballot access since 1994.
Good.
And that's the amazing thing, because there's a lot of states where it's hard for third parties to, get ballot access.
Exactly. So what led you to the Libertarian Party?
Believe it or not, it was COVID. I was a lifelong Republican. Then COVID came, and our state's led by what we call a Republican supermajority. And watching them start closing businesses down, telling people who was essential, who wasn't, shutting places of worship down, making people stay home, mask mandates, I realized that was not the party of Reagan, and I started looking elsewhere for a new political home. And I started researching the Libertarian Party, got information on the Libertarian Party, and reading the platforms of it, it just aligned with my values more. And 3 years later, I'm a proud member.
Makes sense. So kindly tell our audience, what are the demographics of your city?
We have a 24,000 population. The median income is about 50,000. And we're starting to diversify our community, which is exciting. I mean, if you look on, just on the race level, it's our community is made up 96% Caucasian. So we're starting to diversify. You go back 10 years ago, it was closer to 100%. But Greenfield's becoming a place that welcomes everybody.
That's good. So what other cities is it nearby?
We are 20 miles east of the state capital, Indianapolis.
Okay.
That's the big one, and then we've got a lot of little smaller towns around us. But we're close to Indianapolis.
All right. So what is your platform for this race?
We're running on, well, believe it or not, when I first started the race, I was looking at just reducing the budget.
Okay.
That was it. Just reduce the budget, because we're spending crazy amounts of money on things we did not need. And then I started really looking into city ordinances, and then I started realizing that, or just reading it, that the city was taking away property rights from all the citizens. One of the big issues in Greenfield right now is there's a lot of people that want to have chickens, backyard chickens on their property. But it's not my place to say you can't, and it's definitely not the government's place to say you can't. So So I'm running on restoring property rights, and then we are running on fixing our traffic. The city has grown so much, our infrastructure has not grown with it.
Oh no.
So down our main road, we still have just 2 lanes. One eastbound, one westbound, and we have to focus on getting the traffic fixed to maintain the growth that's already happened and the growth that will happen coming up. And then reducing the budgets, like I said, I started the race with it, and as I went on along talking to people, slowly adding stuff. But those are the big things: traffic, property rights, and reducing the budget.
Sounds good. So what activities has your campaign done to advance your platform?
We've been doing small meet and greets.
Okay.
We have a lot of summer activities planned, from the fairs and festivals. We just this past October, we did a downtown Greenfield. We're home of James Whitcomb Riley, the poet. So we have a festival called Riley Days, and we were there all 4 days, and that was a great opportunity for us to actually meet people, get our names out there, and start letting people learn more about the Libertarian parties, that they have options besides the R and the D.
Sure. So you mentioned some activities you're doing. What is your overall strategy for reaching the voters of your area?
It is just getting out there and talking to them.
Okay.
We're in primary season, so the Democratic Party, they have one candidate running unopposed, and in the Republican side, they have 3 candidates running. And I tell people all the time, those 3 candidates that are running are doing most of the advertisement for me, because they've all been part of the city for 14 years and over. They've been part of the problems. They're not offering any solutions. So that's where I step in as with the Libertarian Party, and we let people know, this isn't right. We need to fix this. And at the end of the day, it's pretty much we just want everybody to control their own life without government interference.
And you mentioned, if I heard you right, that Greenfield has 24,000 people, right?
Yes.
So that sounds like that's a size of city where you can get around to the whole city and get to the voters, to all the voters.
Yes. One problem that Greenfield has had over the last 10 years is very low turnout for the mayor race. Our typical voter, the last 3 elections have been between 2,000 and 2,300 votes have determined our city leadership. So as we're getting out and talking to people and promoting our ideas and stuff, we're really going to push the get out the vote. Get everybody, at least get an extra 1,000 to 2,000 people out there vote. But that a low turnout has been a big problem in Greenfield.
So when is this race exactly for our audience?
The election day?
Yes.
November 7th, 2023 is the general election, and then in May is when the primary races are, which we don't participate in the primaries, but I will be on the general election for November 7th.
Sure. And earlier I heard you say that because your party had a strong showing in the past, you don't have to worry about ballot access.
Correct. Yeah, the Indiana ballot, to secure ballot access in Indiana, is based off the Secretary of State race. Okay. Any political party candidate needs to get at least 3% of the vote. And our state party has been able to do that since 1994. This past election, we had a Secretary of State candidate named Jeff Moore. He ended at 7% of the vote, and that guaranteed us ballot access for the next 4 years.
Oh, that's good. So in the 2024 election, you're going to have the ballot access for your candidates, right?
Correct.
And how about your party? Is there a lot of people involved in your campaign in your party, or is it something you have to do by yourself?
Yeah, no, we have a good campaign team. I mean, starting at the top with the state party, our state party chair Evan McMahon he's been really hands-on getting teams built in the affiliated counties, growing the affiliates. I think I believe we have 32 counties affiliated now.
Oh, that's great.
Out of 92. And then on the local level, through the county party, we've got 6 people there, and then I've got about 10 to 12 volunteers. So it's a good support system, good structure, and it's hopefully going to carry us a win in November.
Yeah, so 10 to 12, that sounds good for a mayoral race.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm glad you're in that great position.
Thank you.
So Greenfield, I forget what county is it of?
Hancock County.
Hancock County, okay.
Mm-hmm.
You said the Hancock County party, the affiliate from the state, the Hancock County party is strong, you said, right?
Yes. Yeah, it's, it was over probably the last 6 years or so, it's been very dormant. But we've brought in new people, elected a new county chair, started to go out and recruit candidates, and it's growing again.
Oh, that's good.
And we're hoping to keep the momentum going. And a lot of that has to do with the original founder of our county party. His name was Phil Miller. He served on the Greenfield City Council, and he did a lot of the hard work just promoting libertarian values. And I'm here now. I'm promoting those values as well, but he set the groundwork, so it's not terribly too hard.
Oh, that's good. Good to hear in that position.
Yes.
So Larry, how can our audience support your campaign?
There's a couple ways. One of the biggest ways is on social media.
Okay.
Just becoming a follower of the page. That is Larry Silver Jr. for Mayor of Greenfield, Indiana. And like all campaigns, need money. So if anyone is wanting to donate, the website is resetgreenfield.org. We went with that name because we literally need to reset our city leadership to fix the wrongs.
Sure.
And then the last place is direct donations to the state party, which is lpin.org. And then the state party helps fund some of the festival fees, and carries the insurance for those fees and helps get out the word.
Sure. Larry, we thank you for coming on the podcast today and talking about your campaign.
No problem. I appreciate it, and I look forward to talking to you soon.
Yes. We wish you all the best in your campaign and all your future professional and personal endeavors.
All right. Thank you. I appreciate it.
All right. Bye now.
Bye.